So welcome to today's Pilates session, and today's focus is going to be on balance, and balance is really important. We need to make sure that all the muscles through the body are working evenly together. We want to keep a nice strong structure through the body. This is really important because it's going to help reduce aches and pains. It's going to help reduce aches and pains from occurring as well, because if you have a nicely balanced body, then everything's working in accordance to each other. The muscles are the right length, joints and ligaments are protected, and everything can move in a nice, organized and constructive manner. Now, of course, the problem happens that when we start to get a little bit imbalanced, that's when aches and pains start to occur. That's when accidents, injuries, and falls start to happen on a more common basis. And not only do they happen more regularly, the actual chances of picking up a more serious injury are higher. So this session is all about just bringing the balance in, making sure everything's working together, everything's working evenly. So you're able to keep yourself strong. It's going to help you to prevent injuries. It's going to stop you from tripping and falling over. So we are going to focus on balance. And we're going to be working two different ways. We're going to be working what we call unilateral and bilateral. Now, these two systems, unilateral and bilateral, are all about working things together and working things individually. So we are going to be working certain exercises, working both arms and legs at the same time, and also working them on their own. So that way you can focus on the weaker area and making that stronger, and therefore helping to readdress the imbalance that you may have. So after today's session, there's going to be an extra video, and that extra video is going to focus on a little balance test. There's going to be 3 small balance tests that you can do, and you can take these tests on a regular basis so you can assess on how much your balance is improving. So check out the video on tests for your balance, and that's where you can use this session to help do the tests and see how you get on. So we are going to begin, and we're going to start on our feet. We're going to begin with our legs evenly spread about hip width apart, with the shoulders down by the side. And we're going to first of all just align the pelvis with the rest of the body. So we want to be evenly balanced. So the first thing, and probably one of the most important things, is to tilt with this pelvis, because you don't want to be leaning back and you don't want to be leaning forward, because then you're going to be putting pressure on the lower back, and it's going to put everything out of place. So you need to tilt with your pelvis, tilting forward, tilting back, and you can see through the movement of my pelvis a little bit of a roll. Now, you just need to imagine that the pelvis is like a bucket of water. So when you tilt both ways, you can think of that bucket of water, and you can imagine that water is pouring out both ends of the bucket. So we need to stop the water, keep everything in place, balance the bucket, and just align the pelvis in the center, because then everything is in its natural place. Everything is supported. Your back and lower part of the spine is going to be supported, and your abdominals are now ready to be activated. So once we've found that neutral alignment, we just need to make sure that we're standing with a straight line going through the body, and that line is going to go from your heels through to your knees, into your hips, to your shoulder, and your shoulder in line with your ears. So you're going to draw the shoulder blades back, and as you draw the shoulder blades back, you're going to feel the chest open up. As you do that, draw the belly button in so the back doesn't push forward, and you've got that back supported by your core muscles. Now you're going to hold that position. It may feel a bit uncomfortable to start with, because it's a position you're not naturally standing in. You are used to letting things relax and release. So we're just going to use this moment now to strengthen the structure of the body. Then just make sure that your feet are nice and evenly pressed into the mats. And then we're going to give the shoulders a roll, and we're going to let them press. We're going to roll, and it's going to release a little bit of tension now from the top of the body. And then we're going to prepare to roll down towards the mats. So the spine and the back is nice and warm and mobile. So as you roll, you're going to then bring the arms forward. You want to drop the head down. You want to draw the belly button into the spine. Keep the knees slightly bent so we don't want to pull through the back of the legs. And we're going to exhale. And we are going to roll. And once you reach the bottom, you're going to inhale from there. Exhale on your way back up, straighten up, and then release. Exhale, come down. Breathe in. Exhale and come up. So now we're going to come down. And then we're going to make our way down onto the mat. So roll. And then you're going to come down onto your hands and knees. So when you come down into your box, your arms are going to go shoulder width, your legs are going to be going about hip width apart. And then we just need to roll the spine and extend the spine. Just to start with. Again, we just want to mobilize through the joints, and then we are going to straighten the base of the back. So as you straighten, you need to push the belly button up. Push it up away from the mat there so your back is supported. And then we're going to work on the unilateral, bilateral positioning. So you're going to start by working one leg at a time. So now let's work by extending the right leg behind us. So unilateral movements to start with, and hold them. So as you hold, you want to adjust the pelvis so you're not tilting over to the left. Stay in the center. And then I want you to inhale and take the right knee in. And then I want you to extend the right leg back. You're going to do that 3 times. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. Straighten the leg up so it's level with your hip, not too high. And then I want you to relax. Now you may feel a little bit of pressure on your shoulders and on your wrists. So you're going to sit back to child's pose before we change legs. And then we're going to work on the left side. So same movement now on the left. Extend the left leg. Now as you extend, you may lose balance. You may tilt over to the right. So we need to readdress that pelvis a little bit to the left there. Hold the leg to that hip level. Keep it straight. And then bend the knee in. Exhale and straighten up. And again, we're going 3 times on this left leg. Try and keep your eye line down in between your hands, right in the middle, but try and keep the head still. So don't let the head drop forward. Keep it nice and long through the spine. And then you are ready to rest. Sit back, come back into box, and then go back to the right leg. Now with your right leg, working more towards the hip, I want you to take an inhale, and I want you to cross the leg over your left. So when it starts to cross, you hold the pelvis, you hold the core strong, so you're not leaning to the left. You maintain that structure, but you let the right hip and the right leg do the work. So you're going to lower the toes, tap, raise, turn, and cross. We're doing this 3 times as well. Come back to take the leg straight, tap the toes to the floor, raise the leg to hip level, and cross the right leg over the left. Now, once we've done that 3 times, we're then going to switch to the other leg. Now, you can either just straight away move onto the left leg, but if you do need to rest, and again, it's important to take your time, because if you're feeling tired and if there's certain areas, certain muscles are feeling a little fatigued, it's important to re-energize yourself, rest, and then come back rather than rushing through things. Keep it steady. And then we're going to go with that left, cross, tap, breathe out, come back over, and we're going 3 times on that left side. Now the movements need to be slow and they need to be controlled, because as soon as you rush, you start to use other areas of the body to help. You start to use other muscles and you start to almost use the body to cheat and do things too quickly. When you go slower and when you go more controlled, those muscles need to focus, need to concentrate, need to work harder. So once we've done the left leg, again, we can ease off and rest. And we can then change our position. So let's change now from box. Let's go to a seated position now and sit up. And then we're going to go into a roll down. So as you sit yourself up, you want to just roll gently. And if you need assistance, you might want to take a towel, take a band, hold, and that will help you to roll on towards the mat. The objective is to roll slowly with control, and you're going to try to want to avoid thumping, which is a little bit hard, can be tricky. So use a band if you do find yourself doing that. It just helps control your movement down onto the mat. So now once you're down, you're flat, you're going to take your legs to a semi-supine position. And we're now going to work a little bit bilateral. So let's bring the arms by the side, relax the shoulders. Make sure the legs are hip width apart. Breathe in on the floor and then just lift into a bridge. Peel the back up, away from the mat. Lift, and we shall hold that bridge position at the top. And working through those glutes, working through those legs, and then ease your back gently on the way down. So we'll go again, we'll breathe in. Exhale, up we go. Just hold, about 4 seconds at the top, breathing in. And breathing out on the way down. So we're going to go one last bridge. So give you the option now. You can keep your arms down. If you want to work the body a little bit more, extend the arms. So you've got a little bit less support now. So when you lift, the body, the legs have to work just a little bit more. And then as you breathe in at the top, then we can lower everything back down. So now, a little bit of bilateral, and this is quite a tricky one. So I'm just going to hold a very gentle, easy version of this. So I'm going to start with the left leg. I want you to take your left leg first of all into a tabletop and hold from there. Now you're going to go into your bridge. Now as you go to the bridge, all the work is going onto this right side. So you're really going to focus on strengthening that right glute, that right leg, through the hip and the right side of the lower back. So let's inhale from the floor And let's exhale and lift. Now, as soon as you're up, we're not going to hold too long. We're going to come straight back down because it may feel a bit uncomfortable. You may even get cramp in the back of your legs. So if you get cramp, you want to relax both legs. You want to tuck your knees in and hold and rest. And then we're going to go once again. We're going to do 3 on each side. So you're going to come back into your bridge on your left leg and lift through the right leg. And lift and hold. And come back down. And again, just rest and relax. Just roll gently there. Come back down again. And lift. And then lower. And relax. And then we're going to get ready to change legs. So now plant the left foot down. Work on this left side. Right side is going to go into tabletop. Now there's another alternative as well. If you want to progress, you go from a tabletop and you straighten the leg instead. And then inhale when you're ready. Breathe out. Let's come back to the bridge. Working through that left side there. Come down. You're actually going to find both sides will be going to be working because as you lift, that right side doesn't have the foot, so it's working hard to hold position. You're lifting the hip and it becomes a little bit harder to work. I'm going to go one last time. Breathing out. Into bridge. And then coming down. And then we shall rest. So now we've done a little combination of unilateral and bilateral from there. So we're going to ease off gently. So we're going to take the arms out wide, palms up. Just bring your knees and feet together. And then I just want you to drop those hips, legs down to your left. And roll the head over to the right. And you're just going to drop from side to side. And you're just releasing all that work you placed in that lower back area. So let's come back. And then once you come back, we're going to bring the arms back in by the side. We're going to keep the right leg where it is. And we're going to extend the left leg up. And it's nice and straight. So now you're going to inhale and bring the left leg down towards the floor. You're then going to take the heel of the foot, slide it along the floor, slide it along the mats. Bring the knee in and straighten back up. Straight leg down. And then here, slide the heel in. So the heel comes towards you, you're going to tuck the knee in, gives you a little bit of release. Exhale, and then breathe in. And exhale, slide. Knee, I'm going to go one last time on that left leg. And lower. And slide. And then rather than extending the leg for that last one, bring the knee in and hold. Plant the left leg down. Go back to the right leg. As you prepare, straighten and inhale down. Exhale, slide. Breathe in. And lower. And slide. We're aiming for about 5 on each side. And I'm just going to target 2 more. Going once more. And then just bring that right knee in and hold. And then just bring the left in as well. I'm just going to hold and roll into a ball. And then just relax the legs for the moment. And we should extend the arms up towards the ceiling there. Okay, so first of all, let's go unilateral now with our arms. So I want you to take your left arm, and then I want you to take an inhale. Bring the arm as far back as the shoulder will allow you to go. And breathe out to come up. With your right arm, inhale out. Breathe out to come up. Go again. Left arm down. If you can bring the arm alongside the ear, fantastic. If you can't, don't worry. You just want to take the arm as far as the shoulder feels comfortable and going. You don't want to force anything. And now we're going to go bilateral. So now we are ready to take both arms. Breathe in. So now you want to focus on taking your right arm and left arm down at the same time. And then I want you to pause. And then I want you to start to draw the belly button in so the back stays stable. The back doesn't start to push away from the mat. And then you're going to bring your arms up. And you want to bring the arms up at the same time. So when they come back to the start, one doesn't go quicker than the other. They both return at the same time. So let's go again. Let's inhale and extend. Breathe out and reach. Let's go one last time, third time. Inhale down. Get ready to push the belly button in. So when you push, the back stays exactly where it is. The core is going to support the back. And then you're ready to release. Let the arms drop by your side. Let the arms relax. And now, as you bring your arms back up, we're now going to take our legs into the tabletop position. So now we've got our body, and our body is in dead bug. So now from your dead bug, we want to work right and left. So right and left work together. So let's take the right arm, which we're going to extend behind the head, and we're going to drop this left foot down to the floor. So breathe in, lower your left foot, bring the right arm, let them come down at the same time. And breathe out, and bring them back up. At the same time. So your arms are aligned together and your legs are aligned together as well. Then we're going to switch sides. So let's inhale and go the other way. And then you are going to alternate. So we're going to end up doing 3 on each side. If you need to do less, feel free, but move slowly. Feel the arm and the leg, feel them lower and come up at the same time. So the back in position. And then up we come. Now, once you've done 3, we need to relax, and we need to roll, and we need to release. And then we are going to, you got two options now, and you can either just turn over and then get ready to go into a box onto your hands and knees as we were at the start, or we can roll up. Rolling up is slightly more advanced, not an easy position, not an easy move to do, but it's a very, very good one for your abdominals and for your spine. So either go with option one, turn over onto your front into a box, or if you wish, go with this second option, bringing your head off the mat, just drawing the belly button down, bringing the arms and shoulders, and rolling the spine to come up off your mat. So now we can all go into the box, and we can then make our way up. So once you return and you go back to that straight base through the back, you can, if you wish, just start to make your way onto your feet, or we can then go from this box position to the downward dog. So if you're going to go with option two, which is the downward dog, take an inhale and hold your box. Breathe out. And lift the hips, drop the head, hold your legs long, so you're now in the downward dog. And then from your downward dog, we will walk our hands towards our feet and breathe out to straighten that back, to stand tall, to stand straight. And then we're ready to give the shoulders a roll. We're then ready to breathe in, and we're then ready to roll the back. Head down towards the mat, breathe in on the floor, and breathe out on the way back up. Inhale, stand straight. Let's roll one last time. Again, legs nice and evenly pressed into the mat with your feet. And when you're ready to stand, we're going to keep the alignment. So we're going to work with that pelvis. We're going to tilt, and then we're going to draw the shoulders back, open up, and then you've got that straight line through ankle, through knee, through hip, through shoulder, alongside your ear. And then as you draw the shoulder blades back, draw the navel into the spine, and just bringing that good, strong posture, that good, strong structure through the body. And just helping to keep everything balanced, even. So you're going to help stay stronger. You're going to help reduce the risk of injury, accidents, and reduce any fall and any accident from becoming worse. It's helping your body to be stronger and more easier to deal with any potential injuries. So thank you for joining me for today for this Pilates session. Follow the next video, which is going to show you some balance tests. And those balance tests are very good to do on a regular basis, so you can assess how much better your balance is getting. Thanks for joining me for today. Take care of yourself, stay in good health, and I'll see you soon.